So my son is going to pick 5 things for the Honey Slim Pickings challenge out of my art space. I explained the rules to him or whatever. So let's see what he picks for me to create for my art journal. Baskets have stuff in them over there on the shelves. So my cart has a lot of stuff. My drawers to my desk. Everywhere. That's your first item?
Yes.
Okay. Let me put it over here. Okay, his first item is play paper money. Oh, Shay, that's wet paint. You're putting that in.
Oh no. Sorry.
Get that tissue right there. I guess I should have moved the palette out the way. Just hand me the palette.
Let's get paid fully rated.
And the second item is some pixie dust in pink. Cool, you know, I got drawers of stuff. Baskets. He's in the cart.
It seems like all your stuff is hidden. Oh, here we go.
Color pencils. Okay. We have blue, lake blue, acrylic paint. So we have 2 more items to go. I mean, you can dig through the stuff. You don't
What are
have.
your magazines?
I don't have any. I mean, I have papers, but not. I don't have any magazines. I use Granny's from upstairs. I have papers. Anything you see out is
I can't use my magazines.
yours. That's not something in my art space.
Sorry, I didn't think this would be. I want to pick random stuff because.
You can dig through the stuff.
Dig through what?
I mean, open the drawers up. Those drawers really don't have anything in them.
What drawers? And only see these and these.
I mean, the baskets, they pull out. You can look through them.
That's because you want me to find something.
I don't care. I just want you to pick something. You've already picked the most randomest things. If you want me to have your magazine, I'll take the magazine.
Nope.
No, I mean, it's a challenge. So. paper? Just I can use the whole pack?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 4 items. One more.
This money, I'm expecting you to cut it up, like the faces out.
You can't tell me what to do with it. You can just tell me how you know.
My knee feels tight again.
Oh. More papers, decorative papers. Looks like he might be going for a pen of some sort. A red Sharpie pen. Those are my 5 items. Okay. We have blue paint, paper money, decorative paper,
I might
glitter.
take this back.
Okay.
Doesn't seem exciting. This.
I forgot about that. Okay, so he took back one paper and put another one in its place. So we're still at 4 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some decorative duct tape. All right, guys, this is definitely a challenge. Hey YouTube, how are you? Last night I filmed my son doing the Honey Slim Pickins challenge, and that is by Allie Brown. She created this challenge because she had to go on a road trip really quick. I think her and her husband had to go out of town in a hurry because I think there was a loved one that was sick or something to that effect they needed to get to. She has this story on her channel, and I'll link her channel down below if you're interested. Now, last night I filmed my son doing the pics for me, And what it is basically she had to go out of town. She was packing in a rush, and so she packed some supplies and later realized that she really didn't pack a good batch of supplies. So it made creating very interesting for her, and it definitely took her out of her comfort zone. Now, I know for myself that this challenge would be good for me because right now I'm kind of having an art block. And even though I have a plethora of art supplies, the challenge will be cool because it's challenging me. And so that'll help kind of, I don't know, get my creative juices going and seeing what I can do with the Slim Pickins that my honey, which is my son, picked for me. I know a lot of people have their spouses. It could be anyone that you want to pick 5 items for you and out of your space. And you can, tools are not included. So if you need scissors or glue or you know, or maybe a hole puncher. No, maybe, I don't know how that goes. But I do know that like a stamp will count as one item. So if they pick like a actual stamp that you can, stamp and ink count as one item. So if you have a stamp and you have an ink pad, you can't use the stamp without the ink pad. Well, you can when you really think about it, but I see a lot of people are counting that as one item. But you can do it. You can just put paint if they pick paint. But if they don't pick paint, then I guess, yeah. Anyway, tools are not counted. Just your things like your paints, your pens, your washi tapes, any decorative or non-decorative papers, things like that. So your stamps, things like that, they can pick from. So I had my son come into my space, and that's what I'm going to do for today's challenge. In my journal, I have a pretty large one that I'm going to use. I have a small one, but there's no in-between one that I've started. You know, this is mine because most of my work here on my channel is fine art. You know, so I'm usually painting actual paintings on canvas that are really detailed. You know, you saw what I did with the loop, the painting loop, needlepoint loop or embroidery loop or whatever. So I do have this, but this is more so for my amusement. I've never done anything on this channel, but yeah, so I have this nice size book, and we're going to use this book because the other one I have is a travel size, which is like this little, so when it opens up it's like only like that big. So here we go. I'm gonna bring the camera down and we're gonna try to figure this out. I did not gesso my page last night. I wish I had, because that's kind of like time consuming, you know. Oh, I do have one that's gesso. Cool. Okay, so hey, all right, so we can get started. So let's turn this camera down so you can see. All right, here we go. I've already had a gesso page, so that was good. So I'm just going to take some water and spray it on the page, and then spread out this acrylic paint to kind of thin it out because I don't want the background so opaque. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So as I realized, I was thinking about how like, hey, he gave me the exact same color glitter as this pink glitter lipstick paper. So I asked him, could he pick something else? And we did that off camera because it was later on. And he picked the Sharpie pen, the same one he had before. Pink one, I think. Anyway, so I made some clouds in the background, and now I'm taking the money and I'm just kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with it. So I ended up cutting the heads out and doing something with them. And you'll see, guys, you'll see. It gets quite interesting from this point. I'm just trying to figure out. And then I realized right here is the point where I realized, hey, you know what? Some of these buildings in the background would be kind of cool. So I took 3 of them and cut them out, rearranged them on the paper, and then I decided to glue those down too. That gave it a little more visual interest in the background. And I just used some glue stick to glue them down since it's really thin paper. It seems like it's thinner than printer paper. And here's where I take that duct tape and cut out all this fancy filigree here to use as part of their clothing. And you'll see part of this got cut off somehow when I was doing the clothing. I think my camera, the memory card got full, so I had to change it out, but I didn't realize it until I looked up at the camera and saw that it wasn't recording anymore. So there will be some of this that you will kind of miss, unfortunately. So now I just arrange them and glue them down. Our founding fathers. And I take this Sharpie marker that was giving me the blues because it is dried out. I need to just throw these out. I have a new set of alcohol-based markers that I use that I really like, and the struggle was real. So I took that wonderful lipstick paper and made little dresses. And then took that duct tape and kind of created the top parts of the dress. And now I'm just painting in their body so that you can kind of see how they're posed, because the marker just wasn't cutting it. I did end up finishing this piece off camera, like to my exact liking, but I just wanted to stick true to the challenge for the sake of the video. So you will see a finished piece at the end. But yeah. So I just took that same blue paint, and not as watered down obviously, and put it on, made their poses. I gave them some blue eyeshadow like the old blue eyeshadow ladies. And tried to outline again with the Sharpie marker. Like I said, off camera, when I was done with the challenge, I did go and get a pink marker that actually had some ink in it. So I cut out the lips here, and I cut out 5 of them. And I thought they would be kind of cute. First I was going to put them on their face so it looked like they had these really big lips, but then I knew that would cover up too much of their face, so I made them little lip hats. Yeah, it's like I said, this was fun and interesting, very avant-garde. And I decided to take some of the actual numbers on the money and use them in the piece as well, the page. So I cut out all the numbers. Some of them are going to be in the hat. Some of them are going to be like a little, I guess you could kind of say like a brooch. I don't want to say a brooch because it's way too big for a brooch, but like where a flower would go, I put the money there. And Abe is holding his $5. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I think I was done after this. Alright, and that is what we are working with. I used the washi tape, and that's what you see here and here and here and here. And I use the Blue Lake paint for the background and for their bodies. I use the money for their heads and the background of the buildings and the little, bills on there. And the scrapbook paper is their addresses and their heads. And this pen is the outline, which later on I'm gonna fix because I don't like the way it looks right now. So I'm a perfectionist, so this page is not finished because I do want to journal, so I want to make some like little journal situations for the clouds and all that good stuff. And yeah, this is my Honey Slim Pickings. 1, 2, 3. Let's just grab a new one. 4. And the paper is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright guys, hope you like it.